Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video we're looking at maximum and minimum problem solving. Okay, we have this question written down here. The length of a closed rectangular is 3 times its width. If its volume is 972 cubed centimeters and we have to find the dimension of the box, the dimension of this box, if the surface area is to be minimized, if the surface area of this rectangular, which is a closed one, were to be minimized. So for solution, first of all, we must find what we call volume. Okay, so volume, it is equals to length times the breadth times the height. In a state where you have width in place of breadth, you can say L times the width times the height. Okay, in which volume we have been given it is 972 cubed centimeter, which will be equals to length we have 3x. We have 3x and times our width we have x. We have x and times h we have y. We have y here. Okay, in which when we say 3x times x, you are going to have, let's take it this time to left side, you are going to have 3x squared y, which should be equals to 972 cubed centimeter. Then you divide throughout by 3x squared by 3x squared, in which y it will be equals to 3 into 972, you are going to have 324 over this x, which we have x squared. Okay, so now this is the one of equation which we have formed from volume. Okay, so now since it's saying if the surface area were to be minimized, so here we must express A in terms of variable, in terms of one variable. So we have to express A in terms of one variable, in which we are going to say area it is equals to 2 open bracket width times height, then plus length times width, then plus times length open bracket width times height, plus length times width, then plus length times the height. Okay, so how did I come up with this formula of area of this closed rectangular? So if you can see here, you have 2h, h and this h here. So h plus h, which is 2h, then times 2 here, you're going to have 4h. So from this rectangular, the closed rectangular here, which we have here, that means we have 4 height. We have this height here, this height here, this height here, this height. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why this formula it is 2 times 2h, which is inside here. Then for w we have also w plus w, which is 2w times 2. You are going to have 4w. Same to l plus l, which is 2l times 2. You are going to have 4l. So this is how I come up with this formula, because the area of just this rectangle here, it is area equals to 2 open bracket L times B. But in a stage where we have a closed rectangular, we are going to use this formula here. Okay, we are going to say 2 times open bracket width we have have x. So we have x times height, we have y, then plus length, we have 3x, we have 3x, then times width, we have times the x, then plus length, we have 3x, times height, we have this height here, which is y, times y, in which you are going to have as the when you add xy plus 3xy, you are going to have, here we have 2 open brackets, then 3x times x, you are going to have 3x squared, then plus x y plus 3xy, you are going to have 4xy. Okay, as area equals to, when you multiply 2 times the 6, when you multiply 2 times 3x squared, you are going to have 6x squared, and plus 2 times 4xy, you are going to have 8xy, in which, where there is y, you are going to substitute with this expression here, which we have generated from the volume, in which we are going to say area equals to 6x squared and plus 8x, then where this y, you multiply by this one, which is 324 over x squared over x squared, in which x here 1, x here, you remain with x. So here area equals to so area we have equals to 6x squared and plus 8 times the 324, 8 times 4, you're going to have 32, which is 32, remainder 3, so 8 times 2, which is 16, plus 3, so 9 here, 8 times 2, which is 16, plus 3, which is 19, so 9, carry 1, 3 times 8 times 3, which is 24, 24 plus 1, which is 25 over x. Okay, so now this is the kind of expression which we have gained from area. So in which we are going to say dA over dx. If you differentiate this equation, dA with respect to x, so you are going to have as the 2 times 6, which is 12, then from 2 you subtract 1, you are going to have x, and plus here, remember that we have 2592 x minus 1. In indices, remember that when you have this term here, like 1 over x, when you want to take it into negative indices, you are going to have x minus 1. So this is the same thing here, okay, in which negative 1 times this value here, we are going to have as the negative here, in which we are going to have 12x minus, because of this negative here, positivity is affected, so in which it will be 2592 x minus 1, then you subtract 1 from the power because we are differentiating, okay, in which it will be equals to 12x minus 2592 x power minus 2. Then if you take it back to positive index, in which you take this value here, which we have into positive index, in which it will be like this. Okay, since we have differentiated this equation as dA over dx, it will be equals to 12x, then minus, then when we take it into positive indices, in which we are going to have was 2592 over x squared. Okay, so for us to find the value of x, you must equate as the dA over dx to be equals to 0. Okay, so we have to equate this dA over dx to be equals to 0. So the equation to be like this: 12x minus 2592 over x squared, which should be equals to 0. Okay, in which here, because we have x squared, so we're going to multiply x squared both sides, in which we're going to say x squared times 12x, and minus, when you multiply 2592 over x squared multiplied by x squared, which should be equals to 0 times x squared, in which this x squared and this x squared goes, will remain with the x squared times 12x. We're going to have 12x minus 2592, then equals to 0. Then you add 2592 both sides, in which we are going to have 12x cubed to be equals to 2592. Okay, so 12x cubed equals to 2592. Then you divide throughout by 12, in which x cubed to be equals to 12 into 2592, it is 216. Then x cubed equals to 216. Then you provide cube root both sides. So x, it will be equals, the cube root of 216, it is, okay, in which the cube root of 216, it is 6. So in which we are going to say, from that equation, y equals to 324 divided by x squared, which we have generated from the volume formula. Okay, so we have to find the value of y. Since we have found the value of x, since we found the value of x, we are going to find the value of y. So y equals to 324 over, where this x, we have 6 squared, in which it will be equals to 324 over 86, in which y to be equals to 86 into 324, you're going to have 9. Okay, so now we have found the value of y, it is 9. So the value of y is 9, and the value of x, it is 6. So y, it is equals to 9, x, it is equals to 6. Since here we have 3x, so the dimension of this one, it will be other x, it will be equals to 3 times where there's x, you substitute with this 6 here, in which it will be equals to 18. So therefore we have 18 centimeter just by 9 centimeter by 6 centimeter. So that we have found the dimension here. So here we have 18, here we have 6, here we have 9. So these are the dimension which we are looking for. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so the next time you see you next time. Bye.